Alright folks, welcome back. This is ATI Rage Pro Turbo. We're gonna let's play some fucking Doom. Obviously, being that this is the third set, I'm gonna be doing the third episode, Inferno, which was only available with a registered version of Ultimate Doom, or a registered version of Doom actually, and then Ultimate Doom came later and added the fourth episode, which is much harder. We're gonna play on Ultraviolence. Here we go. Like, oh, this is pretty weird. Inferno, as you may have guessed, is actually supposed to be you're on Mars and you're in hell, as Mars has been turned into hell. The story of Doom kind of set the foundation for a lot of other FPS games later, which didn't have a whole lot of story to begin with, and Doom, is that way as well. Basically, the story is that this company, the Union Aerospace Corporation, the UAC, was experimenting with teleportation technology using these little pads that they had found on Mars. I think actually they were experimenting on Phobos, Mars' moon. But anyway, they're doing these experiments and blah blah blah. Stuff happens, demons come through, Marines are dispatched to go solve the problem. All the Marines die except for the Doom guy, who is just this unbelievable badass for some reason. It's kind of unclear why, really. I've probably played Inferno a lot less than I've played the other two, primarily because I don't think the levels are as good, but also because it wasn't in 32X Doom, which I played the most. I don't play it ever anymore. Although I could. I could LP that. That'd be weird. But no, I think I've done more than enough Doom once I finish this episode. I may do episode 4 if someone requests it. If anybody's like, dude, I want to see episode 4, then I'll play that too. But for now, I'm gonna give it a rest after this episode. I really wanted to do, in fact I was actually going to start my LPing with Spelunky, and then one of my friends mentioned that I should do Doom, and I was like, well yeah, hell yeah I should, so there's a way to open that door, but I forget. Oh well, whatever. I missed some stuff. So this level's kind of interesting. This is probably the Doom level. It's most, it's easiest to get turned around in, because most of the level is textured with this one texture, which is this weird sort of rock cube texture. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Crystals, I guess. All the textures in Doom, I mean, like most of the world textures are like 64 by 64 by 8-bit color, if even that, and that's one of the bigger textures, So I mean, everything's really low res. But just, I really haven't talked about this much in the LP, but Doom was just so amazing when it came out. 3D rendering of any sort was really relatively new to the public conscious at the time this came out. Even offline rendering, like in the CG movies and stuff. And for this game to come out and do, full motion, at the time, moderate resolution, 3D rendering with full, texture map surfaces on a home computer, like what? I mean, it didn't even make sense. It didn't compute. It was just incredible. And it still is. What this game can do on what hardware it can do, what hardware it can do it on, you know what I'm saying? Pretty incredible. I'm actually about to be completely out of any ammo I can use here, so I'm going to be punching things. And you can actually see for yourself now how ineffectual punching things in this game really is. Which is to say, basically completely. There's more ammo right here somewhere. There's a box of shells over here, I think. Now, let's see if I get that. I don't need to worry about ammo too much anymore. As Berserk punches, on the other hand, are quite a bit better. Alright. Episode 3 is the first place in Doom where you really start to worry about ammo at all. In episode 1 and 2, ammo is pretty plentiful. About to get killed here. in episode 3, at least early on. You really don't get that much ammo. This level also has a lot of little, I'll show you on the map in a minute, there's something funny about it, but there's a lot of these little crannies. I'm pretty sure there's actually a BFG in the first level that I missed, now that I think about it. But that may only be in the secret level for this episode. The secret level for this episode, I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going on right now, although I'm sure most of you know anyway, or you'll figure it out within minutes of me starting it. But the secret level's a big dick. I mean, not literally. Just, you know, it's a big asshole. Oh, I mean, not, no. You get the idea. It sucks. First time I ever got the secret level in this game, I actually thought my game errored, which I'm sure was their intention, and also was what a lot of people thought. I'm pretty sure it was pretty common. There's that box of shells I was talking about. And there's the mega armor. And some health. And more shells. Alright, now we're in good shape. Oh, that's a lot of lost souls. I'm not shooting all them. That'll just take way too long. As these things are way too tough and take more than one shotgun shell. If they just took one shotgun shell, I'd be fine with it. And you're thinking, well, some of these are dying with one shotgun shell, but they're all damaged from fighting each other. Zombies and lost souls will actually infight amongst themselves, whereas the other types of monsters won't for the most part. In fact, I don't think they will at all, actually. They're a little smarter than that, I guess. Technically, that's not entirely true. You can actually make any kind of monster infight with any other kind of monster, but that's actually a bug. There's a glitch where you can use have a monster blow up a barrel next to another monster of its type, and they'll infight because of that. And I think there's some kind of... I think you can actually have an Archvile fight with itself or something in Doom 2. I don't remember exactly how that works. But anyway. The weapons, as you can see, come much faster in episode 3 too. We're gonna do this like this because I don't really feel like getting owned by all these guys that walk by here. Hey now. I kind of wonder if Doom was a good choice for my first LP, and I only say that because I know so much about the game and I've played the game so much. I don't know if LPs or people are doing jar runs of games are more fun to watch. I know I watched a LP of a version that was not a jar run and thus was not all that interesting, really. It was cool to see the game. The game is what made it interesting. The LP itself was kind of meh. Grab all this shotgun ammo here since I'm pretty low now. Alright. Haven't got a plasma yet. Wait, I did this part already. Okay. And I'm sure you can see there on the map the shape of this level was not an accident. Oh, that's where it is. Plasma's in here. Yeah, there she is. My darling. Plasma was always my favorite gun in this game. I know you probably don't see me using it a whole lot. I say assuming that anyone watching this has watched episode 2. If you haven't watched episode 2, then thanks for watching this, I suppose. But anyway, throughout episode 2, I had the plasma rifle from the first level, and I didn't use it much, which is normally the case. I'm weirdly obsessive about conserving ammo. Okay, now I have the blue key. We're gonna open that and leave the level. Alright, I'm gonna cut this here for time. I am gonna keep playing though, so thanks for watching.